Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. I'm sorry I'm late. I have spent the last 17 minutes thinking that I was streaming, and I haven't been streaming. Uh, because, I did a test stream yesterday, and I didn't have to click go live yesterday, so I didn't ever notice that button. But today, I've been in preview mode this whole time. So I created a character, and I was about to start going through the UI. So let's abandon this character. Yeah. Oh, hi, by the way, hi Doctor, hi Ryan. I greeted you when you couldn't hear me. Um, there you go. I'm abandoning this character, and we're starting a new character. Uh, and okay, I'm just gonna go through everything I spent the last 15 minutes saying. Um, so Caves of Qud is a roguelike open world RPG. Let's focus on the roguelike aspect right now. Roguelike, as you probably know, oh, and it's turn-based. Roguelike, as you probably know, means permadeath. In Caves of Qud, you also have role-playing mode, which is basically more forgiving. It gives you checkpoints when you enter or leave a town or settlement. I highly, if you're going to pick up this game, if you're going to give it a try, I highly recommend starting in roleplay mode, because this is a hard game with a steep learning curve, and the things that you don't know about it will kill you. And that can be really frustrating. It can feel really unfair when you didn't have a chance to learn. Roleplay mode is your chance to learn. I have already played 120 hours of this game, which still makes me a noob in Caves of Qud terms, but I feel comfortable enough diving into classic mode. That does mean that the character that we're about to create might only survive an hour or less, but that's just how it goes. Hi Kyle, welcome to the stream. You haven't missed basically any. I was just saying that I spent the last 15 minutes talking into the abyss, thinking that I was streaming, but actually I wasn't streaming. So you haven't missed anything. We're about to create our new character. Oh, the other thing I recommend if you're just starting out, actually if you're really just starting out, do the tutorial. It's a good tutorial. The other thing I recommend doing if you're just starting out, go with Marshtar. It's a preset created character that I think it says right there, it's the most survivable starting build. And survivability is really what you want when you're learning the ropes. We are going to build a new character. Now, when you're building a new character, you have two choices. Well, you have a lot of choices, but the first choice is between mutant and truekin, aka cyborg. I've done a lot of mutant playthroughs. Or, I've never beaten the game, but I've played as a mutant for basically all of the 120 hours I was talking about. I have done a Truekin run that lasted about an hour, so I want to go with the Truekin. I'm going to show you a little bit of mutant. I just want to show you, look at all of these things that you can start the game with. My go-to build right now is to put corrosive gas generation, photosynthetic skin, which means that I don't have to eat, I can just bask in the sun, and I get these buffs like heightened quickness. But the main one, corrosive gas generation, that's my get out of jail free card. That's if I get in trouble, I just pop my corrosive gas. It has a really short cooldown. It melts everyone around me. It melts the walls around me, so I can literally just dig my way out of trouble. It's really, really good. Yeah, photosynthetic skin is basically like relying on Soylent. But we're not going to do that because I've never made a cyborg before, and I want to try cyborg. Now, As for what kind of cyborg, I was thinking about that, and what I want to try doing is I'd like to try being a dual pistol kind of cyborg. And the closest thing that I could find to that starter subclass is the eunuch. You can see that it starts with the pistol skill tree unlocked. It starts with weak spotter, which I think means it like takes advantages of the enemy's weak spots. I think it means yeah, skunk mode, exactly, Doctor. Corrosive gas. It's literally, there are skunks in the world, and literally they have the ability that I was just showing you. Anyway, Spry also gives you higher dodge, and it has the short blade skill tree, which means that we're probably going to be a dagger build if we go this way, at least early on. This is the hardest part of character creation for me, just because there are so many permutations of what you can choose. Fortunately, I just did it, so I think I know that I want to go with, let's start with setting everything to 17, and then we can decide what to up from there. I want additional toughness, because that just improves your survivability, it improves resistance to poison and disease, it gives you more health, so increasing your toughness just makes the game a little easier. I know I want to improve my agility, because that's accuracy with ranged weapons and ability to dodge attacks, so it sort of goes with the pistolier guy that I was talking about. Ego is good for getting good prices with merchants, and intelligence is good for getting more skill points every time you level up. Is it like D&D where the odd numbers are bad? Yes, it is, but I'm not going to worry too much about that. Yeah, because unlike D&D, there is a point to the odd numbers. Each skill you can learn has an attribute threshold, like you can't learn this skill unless you have at least 21 agility, and those thresholds can be odd. So there is a point to having odd-numbered attributes. Let's see, we have 2 points left. I'm tempted to, you know what, let's dump them in our 2 lowest attributes, strength and willpower. In some RPGs, it can be really beneficial to dump one stat in favor of another and just pile all of your points into, say, agility. The general consensus for Caves of Qud, though, is that it's best to keep an even distribution because they're all really important. So this isn't terribly even, but I'm happy with it anyway. Okay. Second hardest part of character creation, for me anyway, is choosing the cybernetics, because I've never made a cyborg before. I know what I'm going to pick, because I just went through this, but the decision is basically really between night vision, which will free up one of our hands because we don't need to carry a torch, and rapid release finger flexors, which is the one I'm going to go with because it's cool, right? It's Caves of Qud. There's a question in chat. Is it Caves of Qud or Caves of Qud? I've never heard anyone say Caves of Qud. It's Caves of Qud. But inflatable axons, you want to see what that is? Let's see, where is inflatable axons? Nanoscopic stents inflate the gossamer brain threads that restrict the conduction of the will. It's an activated ability. You gain 40 quickness for 10 rounds, then you become sluggish for 10 rounds. I do not want anything with a downside. Yeah, inflatable axons sounds like it would give you a headache, and it sounds like it would be a headache. So I'm gonna go with rapid release finger flexors. Neuronically charged tissue tissue sheaths transmit the will faster than what cell biology has achieved. So that's just, I'm gonna be an awesome cyborg pistolier guy. That sounds cool to me. And then next, so this is a review of our character. We are a unique, true-kin humanoid. I'm not sure if you can start the game as anything but a humanoid, but I'm gonna have to look into that in the future. Yeah, an awesome cyborg pistolier with a torch and with a dog. So it's hard to tell, and as far as I know, in game there's no way to see what each of these pets are, but I looked at the wiki earlier, and Hylius is a dog, and I want to be a pistolier with a dog. Now, last time when I did this a few minutes ago, I went through a bunch of random selections, and I commented, oh, actually, Preludius. I commented that I didn't like any of them. I like this one. So what do y'all say? How about Preludius? I was gonna just put in Citus or something, the name that I randomly settled on last time, but Preludius is kind of calling to me. So we're gonna be Preludius, the cyborg pistolier with a dog. The dog is Hylius. And now, okay, easy decision time. If you're just starting the game, it does sound very Roman. That's the exact comment that I made when I was talking to nobody. I like the Latin-sounding random names for the Truekin. There's a different set of randomly generated names for mutants, which sounds a lot more tribal and a lot more, I don't know, guttural, I guess would be the word. Hang on. My screen sometimes dims, so I need to Alt-Tab out and Alt-Tab back in to get my TV to stop dimming. If you ever hear the music go completely silent for a moment, that's what I'm doing. Alright. Usually, these days, I like to not start in Joppa. I like to start in one of these other villages, because you can see each village has some benefits that they give you. Like, this village, the villagers teach you the wayfaring skill. If you have high enough reputation with them, which you will, because you're going to be doing starting quests for them. And plus, you have if you start in a village, you have additional reputation with horses, turtles, and vines. But y'all probably don't know this game very well, and so I feel like I should give you the new player experience, and Joppa is the new player experience. So let's go to Joppa. Hi, Will. Thank you very much for joining. I really appreciate it. So let's go. May you bathe in the blood of the reclaimed. That's a cool starting quote. You embark for the Caves of Qud. Now, I've been flip-flopping a lot about this. I've been going back and forth on how much I want to read out loud the lore and conversations and descriptions and stuff. I'm going to start out by erring on the more ready side, but if that gets boring, like, even if you're bored or if I get bored, I'm just going to stop and I'll be summarizing stuff. So, reading. On the 23rd of Tishru-i-Ux, that is a different day and month than the last time I started. I never noticed that. You arrive at the oasis hamlet of Joppa, along the far rim of Mograyi, the Great Salt Desert. All around you, moisture farmers tend the groves of Viridian water vine. There are huts wrought from rock salt and brine stock. On the horizon, Qud's jungles strangle chrome steeples and rusted archways to the earth. Further and beyond, the fabled spindle rises above the fray and pierces the cloud-ribboned sky. This is it. This is Caves of Qud. Now, I said before, Caves of Qud is turn-based, and you'll notice that nobody in the world is moving. That's because I'm not moving. Basically, the world... the world takes a turn, you take a turn, the world takes a turn, you take a turn. And so if I just sit here not doing anything, nothing in the world will happen. If I walk around, my dog starts moving. That cat in the distance, I think, moved. Yeah. So, or I can stay still for a few turns and see now that water vine farmer is going down to the water vines, and he's taking his turns. Now, where did my dog go? My dog just wandered off to the west for some reason. I've never had a pet in this game before, so for all I know, he's just gonna die at the first encounter. That would be unfortunate, but oh well. So let's look at ourselves. You press L to look, and now you get this yellow square around you. It's you. It says what you're equipped with, it says your name, it says that you have a friendly disposition towards yourself, which I guess would be obvious. I'm not attacking myself. It says that you are average difficulty relative to yourself. I know, typical Hylius. I have so much trouble keeping track of him. Oh, it says actually look at the message log on the right side of the screen, Hylius runs off to fetch a fractured microchip. Cool, so I guess he'll be back carrying that fractured microchip. And at the bottom left of the look screen, it says I'm in perfect health, which is good. Now I can look at anything in the world. This is a torch sconce, a brightly burning hand fire that hangs across wood and iron. This is a water vine farmer and mechanist convert. Her kufiya has been cut and re-sewn to a cowl, and she has tailored a vine wafer sack to approximate the slate habit of her chromatic people, etc., etc. If I'm looking at her, I can also press W to just go walk to her. Oh, that's a bit too fast, actually. Let me lower the auto walk speed down to something that will be a little bit easier to parse for. I think I keep it at, yeah, I usually keep it at 60. Let's put it to 20. So I just walked over to her, and now I can press space and talk to her. Wanderer, do you venture northwise into the great desert and nearer the 6-day stilt? What is the 6-day stilt? Ah, the great mechanimist temple of glass, the sacred offering well, the history in stone relief, peopled by the Argent Fathers in statue and light sculpture, encircled by the great bazaar. I hear there are more people there than numbers in the void. Wow, that's a lot of people. And their chatter makes a sound wholly raw and new to the world. Will you go there and take my bauble? Will you offer it at the well where I cannot? Yeah, so basically this guy, or woman in this playthrough, just wants me to take a bauble, yes, something I found. Will you go and take my bauble to the well? Basically, she just wants me to go north to this temple and marketplace and donate her bauble to the church, essentially. Yes, I will make this journey. Moon and sun, friend, you have my deep and many-sided thanks. Here, take the trinket now, and if you're to ever return, let us visit again. Live and drink. Live and drink. I receive an odd trinket. Now, I think this is different every playthrough, so let's... Oh, and I received a new quest. Oh, glorious Shekinah. Let's take a look at our inventory screen, go down to the odd trinket, and see what it is. So I'm going to select it, and then I'm going to press X to examine it. Space. It's a box of crayons. That's cool. Let's take a look at that. Wax from the hives of Odrum is mixed in dye and molded to the shape of styli. Yes, it's a box of crayons. While we're here, let's look at what we start the game with. We start with a cloth robe, which has 1 armor value and 0 dodge value. We start with a walking stick, which, well, it's hard to think of a worse starting weapon. Oh, wait, our left hand is our primary hand, so we start with a steel dagger. That's not so bad. It does 1d4 damage, and it has 5 penetration value. Cool. Oh, and we start with a grenade in our hand. I'm gonna remove the grenade because I'm more likely to accidentally kill myself with it than actually use it in a useful way. On our feet are sandals, and in our right hand is a chrome revolver, which I think is a decent mid-tier firearm. Usually when I start the game, I start with no missile weapon whatsoever, so I like starting with this pistol. I would like to start with 2 pistols, but to that end, let's go take a look over to the east here. Seems that we have a little shop here. Let's take a look at the sign. The sign says Salt Sundries. Let's talk to this guy. Well, let's take a look at him first. Tam, the Dromad Merchant. He's neutral to me, he's in perfect health, and if I were to attack him, the difficulty of that fight would be impossible. Shot ink decorates the doula on his long neck in one of the 1,000 patterns of the camel folk. His ears are arrayed with gilded rings, and eyelashes flown down his face like water vine fronds. Across his back, a hump of moistured and healthy fat pushes his center of mass skyward. He is a sentient camel merchant. You're going to find a lot of sentient camel merchants. Human, we are greeted. What do you desire? Well, I'm Preludius. Who are you? I'm going to have to be reminded of my name every once in a while. It is a pleasure to know this, human friend, Preludius. I am Tam. What kind of creature are you? Yeah, he's a camel man. I am a dromad, human friend. Some say salt strider. Do you know this? I don't know what a dromad is. My people have walked the salt for thousands of years, meeting every creature that lives and thinks, from Pale Sea to the Marsh of Joppa. That's where we are now. And under the hanging hills, our chests are drawn. Do you live here? Joppa is my home, yes. I walked the salt desert in the caravans of my brethren and the saltback, but upon meeting the mayor of Joppa, I knew at once to settle down here. You will understand, human friend, if you speak to him. Okay, you can see that at the bottom of this dialogue box, we can press L to look at him again, anytime in the middle of conversation, or we can press Tab to trade with him. And get used to seeing this screen, because this is a very, very important screen. I'm going to be here a lot. What I'm looking for right now, though, is if he has a pistol, because I would love to be dual-wielding pistols, but he doesn't. In fact, he doesn't have anything better than the steel dagger and walking staff that I already have. He does have some weird artifacts, but you can see those weird artifacts are mostly pretty expensive. You can see down here that this is the amount of money I'm carrying, this is the amount of weight that I'm carrying, and this is the amount of weight that I can carry. By the way, I say money, but in this game, the currency is drams of fresh water. So I have 32 drams of fresh water, and this costs 47. I never want to spend all of my money because I need that water to drink and survive, so I'm not going to buy anything from him right now. Instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to press my keybind for it is Shift 0, and I'm going to auto-explore this village. Basically, I'm going to poke into every building, every door, every nook and cranny of this village. Oh, and I'm going to look in every openable container I can. And look at that. Inside one of those openable containers was a weird artifact that weighs 6 pounds and a bronze dagger. I'll take the bronze dagger because daggers are a lot of value for very little weight. And I'm going to examine the weird artifact. Oh wow, that's really, really good for us. That's an electro bow. An electro bow is, as you might imagine, a bow, but it's also a light source. As long as you have a powered electro bow equipped, it will free up one of your hands for a torch. So, let's equip it now. I know I want to be a pistolier. I do want to be a pistolier, but it's just kind of too good to ignore. So we're continuing on our exploration. I like that Hylius is following us. This is the part, by the way, that I slowed down in the settings. Actually, I think this is the default speed, but usually I like to keep this very quick. Okay, you can see we came to the northeast side of this village, and here we see a shrine to Reshif, the last sultan. The shrine depicts a significant event from the life of the ancient sultan Reshif. In 3 AR, which is after Reshif, Reshif cleansed the marshlands of the plagues of Gyre and taught Abram to sow water vine along its fertile tracts. So, Caves of Qud has a procedurally generated history, procedurally generated backstory of sultans who ruled the land at various times and had various achievements, and you can find their lore scattered throughout the world and trade secrets about them for favor with various villagers and cults and factions who each want to know about different parts of the backstory. Reshif is the only part of the backstory that isn't procedurally generated. You will always have a sultan named Reshif, he will always have cleansed the marshlands of the plagues of the Gyre, etc., etc. And he will always have a statue here in Joppa. So there you go. We note this piece of information in our journal. We learned something about Reshif. And there's nowhere else to explore. So, earlier it said that Hylius was going off to find something. Where? Recall story. Oh, yeah, sometimes there's... Most of the game is procedurally generated, but sometimes there's an authored story about an item or a person that you can recall. I am not going to read all of that. If you're watching the VOD, you can pause, but I assume it's the story of how the dog and I met. I have no idea what... Oh, I can rename him. No, he's Hylius. I have no idea how to use a pet, so I'm just going to ignore him for now. Okay, we've auto-explored the village. Now what we want to do is press backspace to look at the points of interest that we've discovered. And I think the first person we want to talk to is Elder Iridad, who is the mayor of this town. So if we press spacebar on him, we'll just walk straight to him, and then we can talk to him. Elder Iridad smiles. Live and drink. Come sit neath the cool shade, cross a pillow there, and welcome to Joppa. You may drink of our fresh water too, and quench your thirst. There is very little fresh water in this world, which is why it's a currency. The water that I'm just going to leave this conversation. The water that you see all around this statue, for instance, is salty water. So I can't just go over and get rich by putting this all in my wallet. It doesn't count. Okay. Let's talk to this guy again. The first thing I usually like to do is do the water ritual with him. It makes him like us. It makes everyone who likes him like us. But it does make everyone who dislikes him dislike us. So let's look at him and see... Okay, he is loved by the villagers of Joppa. He is disliked by the villagers of Sud. And he is hated by crabs for slaying one of their leaders. So if we do the water ritual with him, we will be slightly less liked by those villagers and slightly less liked by crabs. But I'm going to do it anyway. Yep, the villagers of Sud now dislike me a little bit. And crabs like me even worse than they did before. They already disliked me, now they disliked me even more. Yeah, enemy of crab. it's pretty dangerous to be an enemy of crabs. Okay, while you're doing the water ritual with someone, you can share secrets with them, you can ask them for secrets, you can ask them to teach you a skill, but he doesn't like me quite enough to do any of that. So I'm just going to... I'm going to tell him I'm looking for work. Oh, if you're looking for work, talk to Mehmet. Also, Argive the Tinker might have a job for you. Cool. Good to know. Yeah, we're gonna be cooking up some crab pretty soon. So he said talk to Mehmet if we're looking for work. Let's talk to Mehmet then. I'm called Prelude. I don't need to introduce myself to everyone. I'm in search of work. Oh, there's something that has been basically he's gonna tell me that something has been eating the water vine and out at Red Rock, and I need to find out what kind of creature it is, kill it, bring back one of its corpses, and just solve this mystery for him. And I will say, yes, I am interested. He also said that Argive has work for me. Let's go talk to Argive. Exceeding mass thresholds, perhaps a ganglionic teleprojector fitted with suspensors. Oh, I didn't notice you there. That's because I was ignoring you. Oh, that's kind of rude. Waste heat from the blah 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 blah. He's just muttering to himself about science stuff. Must you bother me? What are you, some sort of water freak? Fondren-eyed pilgrim? Arconaut? Make yourself useful and fetch me a knickknack from one of the caves. Then I may reward you. Yo, yo, welcome, Ruger. Thanks for stopping by. Alright, so he just wants a knickknack for his first quest. Where can I find a cave? Caves are everywhere. Go east to the Rust Wells for all I care. Okay, I will return with a knickknack. Oh, look at that. I have finished the step, find a knickknack, of the quest fetch Argive a knickknack. That's because the box of crayons that the old woman gave me earlier, that I'm supposed to, oh no, you're hearing my mic twice? That shouldn't be happening. Oh, it was your fault. Good, good, good. The box of crayons that I got from the water vine farmer earlier, and I promised to take it north and donate it to the church, that counts as a knickknack for Argive. So you know what? Hey Argive, here's your knickknack. It's... oh, I have a lot more actually. Oh. This is actually convenient. Because I'm probably never going to use a stun gas grenade, first I'm just going to give him the box of cray. Well, no, I kind of want to be nice to that guy. It doesn't actually matter if I take this box of crayons north and donate it to the church, but I like doing it anyway just because I promised that I would. So I'm going to donate an acid gas grenade, or give Argive the acid gas grenade. Oh, you're a useful one after all. Go fetch me another. Alright, if I must. I've already found another knickknack. Here, it's a stun gas grenade. Really, I should have sold these, but whatever. It's not too hard to come by money later on. You have gained a level. I'm now level 2. Hooray! I've completed Find Argive another knickknack. Impressive, you. Maybe you're fit to poke around my workshop and swap scrap with me. I have been wanting another apprentice. So unfortunate about Scruff. What with the disembowelment and all. Take a seat there. Now to screw the nut on the bolt with an explanation. I'm on the cusp, you see, a grand discovery. The weird wire conduit is near assembled, and once it is, we'll be able to chat with anyone in instant time, from here to the Id Freehold. But before I can finish, I need wire. As much as you can find, at least 200 feet. You should be able to scavenge it from the Rust Wells. Alright, I'll go fetch you wire. And that is going to be our first quest. It is slightly easier than what Mehmet wanted us to do. So yeah. But first, let's talk to him, because he said we're now worthy to trade scrap with him. Let's see what he has to sell us. Basically nothing. Actually, no. let me correct myself. If I were a mutant, this would basically be nothing. But each of these data disks is, since I'm a cyborg, each of these data disks has a skill on it that I can implant in my head and gain access to that skill. I don't think... I don't know why exactly it doesn't tell me what skill each of these data disks has. Eventually it will, but I don't know if that's because... I don't know if that's because Argive will like me more, or if that's because my intelligence will grow, or something. But for right now, I don't know what these data disks do. So I'm not going to buy anything from Argive. And instead, let's head east to the Rust Wells and find some wire. Yeah, it reminds you of a classic cross between a classic style adventure and a game and a roguelike. It is a roguelike, turn-based roguelike open world RPG with an interface that is much like Dwarf Fortress, but instead of a colony sim, it's just Preludius sounds like a sandals kind of guy. Well, remember, he's already wearing sandals. See? So I'm not gonna buy an extra pair of sandals. Maybe I should, but I won't. I don't have anything to wear on my back, or on my head, or on my arm, or on my hands. Okay. I have no way to... I could equip something to throw, but nah. Let's just go. And now by go, I mean I'm going to ascend to the world map. And here's the world map. Just like in the regular map, I don't really know what the words are, but you can press L to look, and then here he said we want to go east to the Rust Wells. That means here. Preludius sounds like the kind of guy who would... Alright, let's see. How much would it cost me to buy a pair of sandals? 4 drams, or maybe 5 drams of water. Let's see. If I add this to the trade, add one of these to the trade, I'll have to pony up 5 drams of fresh water. That's a sixth of my wealth. I was going to say net worth, but not really net worth, because all of the items on the right count towards my net worth. Fine. Fine, fine, fine. I will buy an extra pair of sandals. There you go. Now, just in case they rust or something, I have a pair of sandals. I also have this Electro Bow, and it has a full chem cell. Kyle, you say I won't regret it. I already do. So, proved you wrong. The Electro Bow has a full chem cell, and I have a spare chem cell here. Chem cell basically just means battery. It's a lithium battery essentially. Okay, back to the overworld. And I was traveling east to go... yeah, we won. We got 2 pairs of sandals. We're living the life. I was just traveling east to go to the Rust Wells, but now we're lost. Lost means I can't ascend back to the overworld map because I'm lost, and instead I have to wander from map to map until I recognize something and find my way. That reminds me, I leveled up, which means I have 110 skill points to spend. It might be smart of me to... You're going to lose one in the cave? Yeah, maybe. It might be smart of me to get a skill that'll help me survive, but what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to pick up Mind's Compass here, or Wayfaring rather, which will get us Mind's Compass for free for 0 skill points, but you have to... First you have to buy the Wayfaring skill tree, and then you can start getting stuff within the Wayfaring skill tree. So I'm going to get Wayfaring for 100 skill points, which will increase our wilderness survival skill. And what that means is it reduces the chance of getting lost. I hate getting lost. It's very annoying when you're trying to get somewhere and you just keep getting pulled down into the game map, and you have to wander from screen to screen. So I'm going to press Shift 0 here, and we're going to start auto-exploring this map. All we really see here is a bunch of water vine, some glowfish, my dog is following me. We're not really seeing anything special. Also, our radius of vision is pretty limited because it's nighttime, which you can see up here. See that moon there? Says it's nighttime. And all we have for light is an electro bow. So we didn't find anything interesting on this map. So I know that I want to be headed west, so let's just keep headed, or east. So let's keep headed east until we regain our bearings. Looks much the same. Oh, okay. I was holding down the right arrow key, and it stopped me with that big red square because, I spotted an alligator or something. Does the dog consume my water? That's a really good question. Where's my dog? Where is he? Well, I don't know where my dog is. I hope he's following me. But right now, my main worry is this. What are you? Croc. Her hoary, cracked scales look like marked stone. So, let me see. The electro bow, I think it doesn't actually, it doesn't actually take any ammunition. So, but it will drain the chem cell, and we only have one spare. So I'm going to try and save the electro bow, and instead just wait in place. Oh, look, the croc is fighting some fish. What exactly is it fighting? A glowfish. Luminescent flecks flit beneath the water's surface. Ryan has a good point. Dogs do have 4 feet, so oh no. I'm gonna need so many sandals. Okay, it's fighting the glowfish. It seems to be... Oh, now it's fighting me. Okay, well, let's attack it. To attack in this, is that why random spots on the map are lit? From the glowfish, yeah. Yep, that's exactly right. The reason I can see what's around this fish right here is because it is luminescent. Alright, y'all keep talking about sandals. The way to do melee attacks in this game is to just try and move into the enemy's square. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go down and to the right. And... oh, hang on. There's one option that I really like, which is add a line separator at the end of each round in combat. So, okay. You can see on the right, the wet croc missed me with her bite, and I hit her with my steel dagger. And now you can see the target information has appeared down here at the bottom. I'm targeting a wet croc. She is injured, she is hostile, and her difficulty is average. Space. So let's attack her again. She's now wounded, she's now dead. Excellent. She didn't drop a corpse, nothing for me to butcher or eat or anything, but at least she's dead and she gave me 75 XP. I wish I knew where my dog was, but for now, I'm just going to press Shift, Enter, and then to the right, and that'll make my character automatically move to the eastern edge of the map, avoiding obstacles. And I'm just gonna keep... oh, there's my dog. Hello, dog. Hey, you want some sandals? Here. Oh, look. Okay, here's all the scrap that my dog has been finding. That's cool. Does my dog not have a weight limit? You say croc skin sandals. There is actually an item in this game called crocossins, which are moccasins made of croc skin. Yep, see you, Ryan. Thanks for showing up. Hey, doggy. What's your name? Hylius? There you go. Wait. I traded you the sandals, but they're not in your inventory. Hang on. Looking at the dog. Equipped sandals. The dog is wearing sandals. Ryan, I hope you didn't leave before you saw that. The dog is wearing sandals. Alright, so we will be... The dog should actually have 4 feet. So... if we do find more sandals or more footwear, we will give them to the dog. I am losing this encounter, so I'm going to sprint away and let my dog take care of it. There. Croc dies, I gained XP. Now I'm going to press tilde to, or tilde, I don't know, tilde to rest until my health comes back. There you go. And now I'm just going to keep moving east. Oh my god, it's so slow. I might change how slow this is. Oh, okay, it was a frame rate issue. Now that we've explored more of the map, the pathfinding is speeding up. Sandals, it has been said, are the entire point of the game. It has been said only in this stream chat, but it has been said. We're still lost, so we're still walking around on the game map, not the overmap. I don't know what the real terms for them are. And hey, we finally regained our bearings just in time to enter the desert canyons. Good, because I don't like wandering the desert canyons. Now we can go up to the main world map, move east 2 spaces, and then drop down into the rust wells. Frankly, I'm not too happy with how the encounter with the croc went, because that is literally the easiest enemy in the game, and it almost killed me, and I had nothing to do except sprint away and let my dog handle it. So I am not very optimistic about how this is going to go. But first, before we die horribly, let's use our make camp ability. You can see up here at the top we are hungry. We are also quenched because you'll drink water automatically. I think we had more water than this when we left Joppa. Yeah, and you see in the message log that at some point we took a sip of fresh water. So yeah, let's make camp. We'll make camp to the left of us here, and we'll just whip up a meal. This is free. It claims to use things you find in your environment, but I've seen it, like, I think it just randomly generates, oh god, we had 31 water when we left? That's rough. We're running out really quickly. Anyway, this is just a random list of ingredients. I've seen it mention, like, I throw in hair, I throw in dirt, I throw in sometimes the rarest and most valuable item in the game. It's just a random list. So we eat, we're not hungry. Text is too small? Well, we can do something about that. The UI scale is... How's that? That's probably better. Okay. Now that we've done that, now that we're sated, let's press Shift 0 to auto-explore this place, and we immediately stop because we've noticed that there is a hulking baboon right here. It's really far away, but it is going to kill us if we let it get close. So let's not let it get close. Wet nostrils flare at the seat of her dropped snout, and furry arms wave in unpredicted motions. Her eyes are full of stony mischief. Alright, she has a vicious bite, and she will throw stones at us. So, let's... Oh, wait. I have the pistol skill tree, but I don't have the bow skill tree. Oh, no. Okay, so you are 5% more likely to score critical hits with pistols, For purposes of determining accuracy with pistols, your agility is treated as if it were 4 points higher. Okay. I think, as much as I like the electro bow, we're not skilled for it. We're skilled for the revolver. So we just lost our only source of light, and it looks like the sun is going down. Yeah, I do have a pistol, so I switched to it. So I'm going to pull up the weight menu, which is Control tilde. I don't remember if that's the default or if I changed that. And I'm going to press G to wait till morning. Oh, I can't because that thing is in my eyesight. Well, now I can. Okay, I pressed G to wait till morning and no time passed. Oh, another baboon found me. Cool. I'm going to press F to pull up the fire screen, and I'm going to press F again to take a shot at it. I missed, I hit that wall, hit the wall again, and it vanished. Okay. I'm going to destroy my campfire so that I don't accidentally stand in it and catch fire. And I do that by force attacking, that's holding control and clicking left. Now I'm going to press R to reload my chrome revolver. Let's see, how many lead slugs do I have? I have 26 lead slugs left. Six are in my 6-shooter right now. Let's go looking for that baboon. Hello, baboon. God damn it. Okay, let's get a little closer. It's missing me too, so it sucks too. Just saying. Okay, I hit the wall right next to me, and it hit me for 3 damage with a small stone. I'm gonna take another step to the side. Okay, I hit it for 4 damage. It's now wounded. How many slugs are in the wall? That's a good question. The wall is still in perfect health, so I haven't done very much to the wall. There are 3 small stones here, 1 here, and 1 here, so there are a lot of rocks. If need be, I can start throwing the rocks back at it. Man, I'm not used to not being a melee-focused mutant. Yeah, if the baboons were throwing sandals, I wouldn't stand a chance. Fortunately, they don't know sandal tech. Okay, let's take another step closer. You know, I'm starting to think that this guy might be more effective than me at range. No, but I'm also really ineffective at close range. Alright, I'm gonna keep shooting at him. And he's dead! Hallelujah. Let's see what he left behind. He left behind a baboon corpse. A mound of wet hair and rotting flesh puts some elevation to the ground. Ew. Gross. Let's reload. And we still have this hulking baboon here, who is going to be significantly harder than the 1 baboon that we've killed so far. That 1 baboon, though, did get us a decent chunk of XP. I'm going to hide back behind this wall, press tilde to hide until, to wait until healed. I got 1 HP back before I spotted another baboon, so I'm going to hide from it again. Okay, now I'm back at full health. Yeah, the hulking baboon is definitely scary. Oh no, that baboon is throwing rocks at my dog, so I have to go rescue it. Swimming. Oh, the dog killed the baboon. Is there an actual chance I die here? Yes. I said at the beginning, I'm pretty nervous too actually. I said at the beginning, the character that we're creating right now might last less than an hour, because I created a kind of character that I created a cyborg rather than a mutant, which I am not used to playing as, and so there's a reason I suck here. It's because I do suck, but also because I usually play as a melee focused mutant, and now I'm playing as a ranged focused cyborg. Okay, Hylias's health is fine, but that's less than perfect. So let's what can I do for Hylias? Can I tell Hylias to get back here? Engage defensively only. Yes, I want you to survive. You are my most effective form of way of inflicting damage, so I can't lose you. Okay, Shift 0 to keep auto-exploring. Okay, that hulking baboon is keeping us from auto-exploring, so let's go take care of that. It hit me for 7 damage with a stupid rock. Okay, maybe I can You know what might be smart is, oh god, even the plant life here is trying to kill me. So I just killed a kudzu that was hanging on the wall. I should have looked at it so that you could know what kudzu is. Oh hey, I just turned this corner here, and we got 3 feet of wire, which is the whole point of coming here, remember? We need to find 100 feet of wire. So, yep, I picked it up by walking over it and pressing G. Auto explore seems like cheating. No, it's just a quality of life time saver. Okay, here's a kudzu. Matted fronds sway in the air currents and speckle the ground with flakes of moisture-sucked rust. These things are... How does that hit you from all the way over there? I don't know what you were talking about. If you mean the baboon threw a rock at me. But these kudzu are really not that big a threat. They are easy, as you can see there. But the problem is, when they attack you, there's a chance that they will rust a piece of your gear, and I don't have enough gear to risk that. So I'm going to try and keep my distance from them. Okay. I'm coming up behind the baboon. I just sat there for a moment, getting my health back. Okay, wish me luck. And the last of the light just went out, and now I can't see anything. Do I not have a torch? Does this character really not start with a torch? Okay, cool. I'm just gonna hide here and try again to wait until morning. Hylia sniffs the air a lot. Electrobow time. You might be right. I'll at least take it out until... Oh, hi, buddy. My buddy dog just came in from the backyard. Okay, at least now we have light. So let's try again to poke out around the corner. The baboon is nowhere to be seen. Why does Hylius keep sniffing the air? Thought you saw a torch? Oh my god, I have 14 torches. Thank you, Will. So let's remove my walking stick. I don't actually think it does anything for me. Does it actually, like... No, it's just a cudgel in my offhand. He probably smells sandals, that's probably right. And I'm going to equip the torch in my right hand, which is my offhand. Cool. Now I don't need the electrobow. So, pull my revolver back out, and since I don't see the baboon anymore, I'm just going to auto-explore until we see it again. There it is. Okay, it knew that I was flanking it, I guess. Okay, I'm going to hug the wall and try and take shots at it. Nope. Nope, his health is still perfect, so I must have missed him. Gonna get a little closer. Okay, getting a little too close now. I hit the wall, but he also hit the wall. I'm gonna take a step away from the wall and take a shot at him. Okay, Hylius, I might need you to do something here. So, direct to attack target. That target. Yes, go for it, dog. And I'll try not to shoot you. Oh, I hit the baboon for 6 damage. It's now injured. I kind of don't want to shoot my dog. So, let's go in with, what do I have? Steel dagger. 1d4 damage. It's not great, but let's give it a try. I don't penetrate the baboon's armor. My dagger is so crappy that it doesn't penetrate this unarmored baboon's armor. Let's try again. Yes, I hit for 1 damage. Good. Wounded. Yay, baboon's dead. Bloody Hylius. Hylius, are you okay? Yeah, you're fine. You're just covered in the baboon's blood, I guess. Great. Good. Epic victory. Let's keep auto-exploring then. and another baboon. I'm feeling a bit more confident now. I'm gonna take a few pot shots. Hitting the wall still. Gonna reload. It's running away. It wants distance. Uh-oh. Okay, no, this is fine. This is a hermit. It's neutral to me. It might even help me against the baboon. Let's see. Let's see how this plays out. Okay, the baboon is throwing rocks at the hermit and did 0 damage to it, so it looks like I have another ally. I just want to get at least one hit in so that I get XP when it dies. Oh, I killed it. Must have been a headshot. I hit the baboon, penetrating its armor twice for 8 damage. So, armor penetration in this game is complicated, and I don't really know... I don't know exactly how it works, but basically, the more you penetrate its armor, the more times you roll your damage die. So, you know, I have a weapon that only does 1d4 of damage, so how did I do 8 damage to it? It's because that one bullet penetrated its armor multiple times. Again, I don't really understand it well enough to fully explain it, but the gist of it is, the higher that 5 is, the higher that penetration value is, relative to the enemy's armor, the more times you are going to roll your damage die against the enemy. Cool. So back to actually stay still, wait until we're healed. Now auto-explore. Oh, the hermit's fighting something. Should I go take a look? I should probably go take a look. Who won? There's a lot of sap on the ground. Do I want to collect that? It's not... Oh, there is some pure sap. Why did I hit it with the slug and not the knife? Oh, yeah, I did hit it with the slug and not the knife. You're right. But the slug is 1d2, and the pistol is 1d6. Okay. I don't know how you combine those things into a damage roll, to be frank. Maybe you roll the 1d6 and the 1d2, so I got a 6 and a 2 and I did 8 damage. Maybe that's it? I'm not sure. I'm going to collect some sap off the ground here, though, because... and I'm going to actually set that water skin to auto-collect sap. Because there are diseases in this game that require procedurally generated cures, and sometimes those cures include sap, and sap can be really hard to come by in the late game, because sap is basically plant blood, and once you get to the point that you're killing all plants in a single hit, that they don't have time to bleed, it can be really hard to find sap. Sorry, my dog is licking my hand, which makes it very difficult to play a keyboard game. Now he's licking the keyboard. That's gonna be great. Is this a hermit? Okay, that's the hermit right there. The hermit died, so we did not get a chance to rescue him from whatever he was fighting. I would like to know what he was fighting, but it's gone. So I'm back to auto-exploring. There's 50 feet of wire strand here, so I'm just going to pick that up from the ground. And there's a kudzu here, which I'm torn because it's good XP, but I really don't want anything in my inventory to rust. So I'm just going to ignore it. Yeah, I know it's there. Just let me auto-explore. Like, the game isn't smart enough to know that, okay, this is a stationary enemy. As long as I don't, like, walk up to it, it's not a threat. So yeah, auto-explore doesn't work because there's a quote-unquote threat here. Let's go check out the left side of the map. See if there's any more baboons, any more wire, hopefully more wire. There's a goat and a purple wall. What's that purple wall? It's graffitied. Graffiti is scrawled across the surface. My first task is to say, period. Don't know what that means. A lot of the Whoa, what's... Oh, that's Hylius. Okay. A lot of the writing in this game is just procedurally generated. You'll find hundreds and hundreds of books in this game with just procedurally generated nonsense. If you find a book in this game that has white title text, then it's procedurally generated nonsense. If it has green title text, then it has a recipe in it for you to learn. And if it has gold title text, then it's actually authored and has some lore in it. Okay. We found nothing over on the left side of the map, so I'm going to try and get my character to walk over to the right side of the map. And no, it's not Gemini generated nonsense, but I have been thinking, like, you could do that. If this game were made today, I wonder if they would have made it with, you know, an LLM in mind. And instead of having a bunch of procedurally generated nonsense, have an LLM describe to an LLM your world and the character who is speaking, or the book that it's supposed to populate, and have it just generate the text for that. I think that would be really cool. So we found a staircase here leading down. Light ebbs off the descending stair. Let's go down. Okay, I see a boulder here, and not much else. So let's auto-explore. Okay, found a kudzu. I'm going to keep my distance from it. Okay, that's not a kudzu. That's a jilted lover. And you can see that its difficulty is average, but it also gives more XP. It doesn't say that on screen, I just know that. And unlike a kudzu, it does not have a chance to rust my equipment. So I'm going to take it out and then rest. You would steal the jobs from the procedural generators. Yeah, that's why I haven't talked about that idea very much, because people would accuse me of trying to steal jobs from writers. Oh, there's a kudzu. Okay. Gonna keep trying to auto-explore. Gonna pick up this wire. I now have 73 feet of wire. I really hate that I don't have auto-explore because of all these kudzu. Okay, I'm gonna skirt the edge. By the way, you see in my mini-map up here that this is all purple? Purple means like a way up or a way down. So right next to me is a pit of open air. This is just a giant hole in the ground, and it goes down pretty far, it seems like. So I'm trying to skirt the edge of that. Oh, there's a staircase. That's how I'm gonna go. It's a big reverse dome. It's a big well. Fuck you, kudzu. Oh, and I'm hungry again. I can't cook with hostiles nearby. Oh, there's a giant amoeba. Hello, giant amoeba. Slime within the quivering blob striates into different densities. You can barely perceive the outline of something inside. Yeah, crater. Crater is a good way of putting it. So I'm just going to stay put until the amoeba comes to me. And I'm just going to bump attack it a bunch of times. And there you go. All it left behind was a pool of 100 drams of slime. If I walk over that, there's a chance that I'll slip. I wonder if it's saying I can't cook because of the kudzu. I would really like to not be hungry anymore. Ooh, another jilted lover. Let's kill it. Yeah, I killed it. Okay. This is a dog. Good. Dogs are friendly to us. You want me to jump? Fine, I'll jump. He is a snarling mess of matted hair. He is a swarmer, which means all that stuff in the blue text. But since he's friendly to me, all that really matters to me is that he's going to attack my enemies. So, let's see. What's this thing? A seed-spitting vine? That'll give me a nice chunk of XP too. Yes, it did. Okay, I'm gonna come back up here now and try and cook. Yes. Good. So that was the enemy that was keeping me from cooking before. Back to auto-exploring. More kudzu. I really should be just ignoring them, but have such sweet, sweet XP. See? Leveled up. Let's see what that means. Okay, I leveled up and got an attribute point. I'm not used to seeing on the right-hand side when you're a mutant, this is where all of your mutations are. I'm not used to seeing it empty. It's just weird to me. But okay. One more attribute point. Let's increase our toughness, since that's one of our weaknesses, and it'll make us more survivable. So we now have 28 HP. I don't remember what. How long is an average run? A couple of hours? No. To beat the game, it could take you 40 hours. So it's very different from, like, the farthest I've gotten into the game in permadeath mode was a 20-hour character. And it really hurt to lose him. This is different from most roguelikes in that way. They're not short runs, which is why I recommended at the beginning of the stream, if you give this game a try, play roleplay mode first. Roleplay mode gives you checkpoints whenever you enter or leave a village, and it basically takes away the permadeath element, and it's a much easier, much more forgiving way to learn the game. What you really missed, Rob, is you missed me thinking that I was streaming and talking to the air for 15 minutes before realizing that I never actually clicked the go live button. But yeah, you did miss a little bit of context for the game. But, you know, YouTube is forever, or at least until Google stops being a thing, so YouTube is forever. You can always go back and check it out. Okay. This here is another interesting little aspect of the Rust Wells. It's a dread root. Skin peels off the tuber belly as it hums with grounding bass and shoots throb in upsetting staccato. If I get too close to it, I might become... Yep, there you go. I was overwhelmed with terror, and I fled from the dread root. I lost control of my character and was forced to move away from the dread root. I think if I don't see it and I step on it, it's possible that I'll impale myself. Why did I gained XP because the dog killed a plant. Good boy. I'm just going to force attack this dread root so I don't have to worry about the terror aspect anymore. Alright, back to auto-exploring. Passed by a dog. Kill a kudzu. Excellent. This is going pretty well. Oh wait, was that sap? Wait, is that bat hostile? Is that bat hostile? No. Bat is neutral. Good. What are you doing down here, dog? Oh, you're not my dog. You're a feral dog. Okay. Back to auto-exploring. Let's kill the jilted lover. Back to auto-exploring. So this is this side quest that I'm doing right now, or sorry, it's not a side quest, it's one of the first quests in the main quest, but it is very boring. And so one of the reasons that I tend to not start in that, in the starting village is because I'm kind of tired of doing this starting quest. But it is a really good experience for new players. Kyle, thanks for joining. Say hi to baby for me, and yeah, hope you come next time. I'll probably keep going for another half hour. That's when I was planning to stop. So another half hour of this. And probably exactly this. Wandering around, killing kudzu, hoping that my equipment doesn't rust. And yeah, I was just forced to run away in terror. Oh. I'm at 126 feet of copper wire. That might... that's not enough, but I'm 3/4 of the way there. I only need 200 feet. Okay, a cave spider. It is spindle-limbed and skittish. Bits of its silk home are stuck to its underhairs. And it's average difficulty. Let's see if I can take it on. Is it gonna... Yeah, okay. Bump attack. Yay, I didn't die. Prefect perfect. He's... Wait, I'm broken? Jordan is broken? Okay, I'm back. I said prefect and then I cut out. Okay. I was having a headphones glitch, so I turned them off and back on, and now everything is fine. I'm just gonna auto-explore the last little bit. What we're doing here really is just, like, all we care about here is getting experience. Come on. Kill the dreadroot. There we go. Well, we care about getting experience and wire. Okay, this is going well. I'm just skirting the edges, killing a jilted lover, blah blah blah, kudzu. And basically just cleaning up this level before going down to the next. How about we go down to the next now? Yeah, good old-fashioned hard work, good old-fashioned grinding. You know, it's the bread and butter of any good open world RPG. Okay, we went down one level and now we see another cave spider. And it seems to be fighting a bat. It's in perfect health. Both of them are in perfect health. Let's see if we can rescue the bat. The bat is not doing anything to help. Cool. Good job, bat. Is there a microtransaction that will play the game for me? No. This game has no microtransactions. Auto explore, I mean... Okay, y'all, I can stop using auto explore if you like. It's so much faster than just plodding through every screen. Okay, the bat is now attacking the kudzu. I'm gonna let it. I've got a cave spider here to deal with. Hey, come back here, cave spider. Oh, it's attacking my dog. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Okay, you like auto explore? Good, because I'm kind of dependent on it. Alright, auto explore ended because I came across a kudzu. Let's see, what difficulty are kudzus? Kudzus are easy. There's an option in the settings menu, or a setting in the options menu, that will let you have auto explore ignore trivial enemies, or rather you can set the threshold for what enemies auto explore ignores or doesn't ignore. I usually have it ignore trivial enemies, but these kudzu are easy, not trivial, so it wouldn't make a difference anyway. Okay, jilted lover, dead. Dead. Kudzu, dead. All we need is a little bit more. Ooh, is that freshwater? 10 drams of fresh water. Hell yeah. Let's collect that. No, I don't need to clean my items. Okay, now we're back up to 29 drams of water, which tells me how little water we had before I collected those 10 drams. Let's just go ahead and go down to what I assume is the bottom level of the map. Because I think I saw from above that there's a chest down here, and that chest might contain some cool stuff. So let's auto-explore through here. That's a lot of kudzu, and a dead end. Okay, nothing, nothing, nothing. My dog is distracting me. My real dog. I mean, hi Elias, you're my real dog, of course. Whoa, that's a purple enemy. Oh no. Okay. Giant dragonfly and friend to fungi. And there's a brooding jade puff right here. This, my real dog's name is Buddy. Hi, Buddy. Yeah, now he's looking at me. This mushroom here, if we get too close, or actually if anything gets too close, it is going to spray us with spores. And if we get covered in spores, we could develop itchy skin. And itchy skin could develop into a fungal infection. And that fungal infection could take a whole lot of forms. None of which are fun, and all of which would take up an armor slot. So let's try and avoid this fungus. Okay, see? It's puffing... Yeah, it's puffing green fungal spores. So I'm going to risk the kudzu rusting my equipment rather than get too close to the fungus. Oh no. Oh, I missed it. There's a hole. The bottom of this rust well is a fungus patch. So it's going to be hard to get through here. I got really close to the spores just now. It's going to be hard to get through here without getting covered in spores. But these seem to be dissipating now. I'm going to take a step up. Okay, just inching my way away from the fungus. Cool. I got hit by a lot of kudzu, but none of them actually did any damage. So I'm moving cautiously, trying to find a way into the center of the well. Yes, I'll start swimming, which reduces my movement speed, which means these guys are going to get more hits on me. I'm going to zoom out just a bit now. Okay, still can't see what's at the center of the map. There. Boots? What, just boots? And wet wire strand. Wet greased steel boots. That's pretty good, actually. So we've got 50 feet of by the way, I think this game used to have ASCII many years ago. Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised. It's been in development for 17 years, and it only just came out 1.0 late 2024. Okay. I cut out again. Thank you for letting me know. But no, I didn't. No, I didn't. Okay. No, I still hear myself. Okay, I'm going to go over here and pick up greased steel boots. What does that mean? Steel bands bearing their prying scars have been riveted to a pair of pleated boar leather boots. Their soles have been smeared with sliding wax, swabbed off the hydraulic presses of the eater's tomb. Okay, but I may walk freely over webs. It's such good armor, though. It's steel boots. It's 2 armor value, but it reduces my move speed by 5, which... I'll take it. I'll take it. Oh no, but that means I unequip my sandals. Well, that just means that my dog can wear all the sandals. Okay, I got all the I got all the wire that I need. I'm going to give... Do. Oh, my dog found 12 feet of wire. That's nice. They are slime-stained sandals, but I could wash them off with a dram of fresh water. Yeah, I'll give my dog some shoes, and look, see? They didn't go into his inventory, which must mean equipped our wet sandals and slime-stained sandals. So good. My dog is now wearing all 4 sandals. Oh no, a crab. Oh no, a crab. Oh, and it's tough. And it's swimming towards me. He can really wear 2 pairs. Yeah, he's got 4 feet. I'm really worried about this crab because my movement speed is 45 and I think his is probably 100. So I either need to start sprinting away from it or start shooting it immediately. I have to decide right now. What is this ability? What is that ability? Hobble. Make an attack with a short blade in your primary hand, looking for a weak spot in your opponent's armor. If you hit, you penetrate exactly once and hobble them. Hobble effect is minus 50% move speed. Alright, Rob says shoot. I'm just going to switch places with the dog, and I critted it for 2 damage. It is fine, it is hostile, and it is tough. I critted it again for 3 damage. It is still fine. And that time I didn't, yeah, that time I didn't get through his armor. Let's see how the dagger does. Hylius runs off. No, you don't. No, you don't, Hylius. Attack the target. Doggy paddle up to that crab and attack it. Didn't penetrate. Okay, the crab missed me. Let's just keep this going a bit. Alright, this doesn't seem to be going well. The crab is still fine. If I get... yeah, okay. The crab is only injured and I'm down to 9 health. I'm gonna start sprinting. I can't sprint while swimming. Okay, you guys. This was fun. This was a fun character we had. I died. There you go. And that is my second cyborg run. Yeah, he was gonna get me anyway. As soon as an amphibious animal caught me in the middle of water, I was basically done. Maybe I could have hobbled him. Maybe I could have took off my my slicked boots or whatever. But yeah, character dead. And it gives you a little tombstone. On the 23rd of Tishu Ox, you arrived at Joppa, and then 3 days later you died. So yeah, I was hoping to get a bit further. I was hoping to be able to have some fun with cybernetics, but maybe before the next stream I'll create a similar character. I'll finish this quest, and then we can get a little further in the game. Yeah, and that's the thing with roguelikes, is every death is just cloud saves in your brain, you know? Alright. Thank you guys for showing up. I hope you enjoyed. I love this game, so I am definitely going to keep playing it. And I hope y'all will keep watching. See you next time.